He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in law.
Roommates in law.
Hello, Timothy.
Hello.
Timus.
That is my good friend Tomothy.
Tomothy
Right over
and
there.
Timus Smith.
I got to say, Tomothy hits a little better.
Yeah, why is Timus so bad?
Well, it works in text. It does not work coming out of your cake hole.
Yeah.
Let me wipe
Cake
a little
hole
of this.
seems more like butthole.
No, because when I think poop comes out of your butthole, I don't know if you put cake in your asshole.
Yeah, but if
You know what I
someone's
mean?
like, yeah, but isn't cake sometimes a term for booty?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So now I see what you're saying. A cake hole, right? But as I say, I think it's like a mafia thing where they're like, "Shut your cake hole."
Pie hole.
Pie hole, cake hole. These are all treats. Shut your treat hole.
Shut your cookie hole.
Shut that fucking milkshake hole, you broad.
Shut that fucking Snickers hole.
You know,
bro.
something.
There's something
Like that. No, we got something going there. Hey, by the way, we're not even roommates.
Not even in-laws.
No, our good friends though.
Yeah, not even good friends either.
I was about to say, I almost butchered that one.
That's when the pod ends. We're like, what are we then?
Not even, boy, this friendship is falling apart. So, what was your week like, Tom?
Oh my god. Well, can I tell you about my day, where I am?
I would love to know where you are. You look like you're on a Microsoft Excel background right now.
It does. This is a fake background. I'm in the North Woods of Minnesota. I'm up here for the week. I'm staying. There's about 2.5 feet of snow on the ground. And today I had a very fun surprise. Been up here for 3 days. I heard the bathroom making a little noise, a little gurgly.
Uh-oh.
Went in there, shower. There's poop water coming up through the shower. Not great, Timus.
No. Here's the thing about poop water is it's not even poop water. More times than not, it's just poop. I think when it gets
This
mixed
seemed
and
to
it
be a
starts
heavy
looking
flow of water.
Well, yeah, I think that might be piss and poop.
There's certainly some piss in there too.
Because I think we're talking septic tank issues here, Tom.
Raw sewage spewing up into my shower.
Did you smell it before you saw it?
I would say it was. I walked in, saw it, smelt it pretty quick too.
Yeah, it hit you pretty quick.
The smell slept.
So what's the move there? You're out in the boondocks.
Yeah, we got a plumber. He took like 2 hours to get here, but he's like an old family friend. I used to work with his kids in a restaurant up here, so he's like, it's kind of fun. Like I called my parents. I was like, hey, here's what's going on. They're like, all right, we'll call Andy.
Jerry.
Andy. Oh, Jerry's a good guess.
I was hoping it was Jer Bear.
Andy comes out, and now he's, we're looking around, but he's like, hey, we just got to find the caps to the sewer. Do you know where that is? Out in the wooded area somewhere.
Wouldn't even know where to begin to look. I don't even know what the caps to the sewer is.
I was like, yes. Oh, the sewer caps. It's probably about 30 feet with did you bring your measuring tape? Because otherwise I got one in my toolkit.
Andy, I got to be honest with you. Last time I was dealing with the sewer caps was when we tossed the framing up on this place. So
I think Bob ran the main line through the.
Where are they
drainage.
usually?
I know where they are, but where do you think they are? Where would you guess if you had to take a gander?
Okay, so what happened? So you
we're
got poop
digging
all
around
over
in the
bathroom.
snow for the little cap to the sewage line, and then we find them.
This is a kind of a relationship where he shows up and you're not like, all right, yeah, just like fix it. Like you're out there digging out with Andy too.
Yeah, I mean he's like a family friend. Like, what am I just gonna sit inside and be like, yeah, find my shit water, bitch?
Well, I mean, that is his job.
Yeah, but it feels different up here.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't just be like, yeah, I don't know, man. Find the caps. Like there's poop in my home.
No, it's like his car almost got stuck, and it was like I would have had to tow him out of there with my. Like we're all in it together up here.
Okay, so
you're fighting nature.
Keep going. Keep going.
The problem is obviously the sewage is frozen somewhere, and because it's
not in your home, pretty liquidy inside.
No, yeah, that stuff confirmed loose as hell.
Very liquidy inside.
I say that to him. I'm like, by the way, it's not frozen in the shower.
And he's like, yeah, I got it, Tom. Thanks. No help on the caps, but thanks for letting me know.
Where do you live again? I'm like, Los Angeles. He's like, that's what I thought.
Yeah, right.
Why don't you head inside, record a podcast or something? I'm like, I actually have to do that at 5.
He's like, yeah. He's like, no, I'm just gonna stay out here with my forearms and shit. Go ahead, have fun with your little friend,
dude. I was praying we finished before we had to start the podcast because that would have been so embarrassing to tell him. If you just want to finish up out of here, I gotta run inside and do a podcast.
No, you gotta tell him you have like a meeting or something.
I mean,
Technically,
this
is a meeting.
Yeah,
I was going to say it is. It's not a meeting.
Yeah, which we're good friends. We're not even
meeting
in-laws though.
No.
So we find it. We pry off these caps. Sewage spews up into the yard. Just poop.
Did it hit you?
No, it didn't. But he was like, heads up. And I was like, how often?
Heads up?
But like someone's got to be in there. He had his 20-year-old apprentice with him too. Dylan, shout out Dylan.
Shout out.
And he had to be the one to get in there and pry it off. And I'm like, how often does it just hit you?
There's shit everywhere.
And he's like, well, usually it's not that high pressure. I'm like, but you said usually, so that means sometimes it is.
Like 7 out of 10 times you're covered in other people's shit.
Yeah.
So
and
these plumbers, man, that it's not even something that it is, but it's not. When you think about like manly jobs, you think about like construction or some sort of like hard laborer or somebody chopping down trees or anything. But a plumber, boy, these are a different breed.
No, yeah, this man dug through ice and snow, found the cap, tapped it twice with his wrench, and pried it off.
He dug through ice and snow to find the shit.
Oh yeah.
That's where the problem started. And then he was like, oh, nice. All right, now I found where all the human feces is. Now I can get to work. Like, these guys are a different breed, Tom. Dude, I would never, sir. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I would be a homeless person.
You know the worst part? All I'm thinking about this whole time, this man, he's been our plumber for a long time up here. He knows our family. He like grew up with my aunts and uncles.
Figured he'd know where the caps were, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's amazing too. He texted the guy who put the lines in at one point, Hacker. He goes, well, I asked Hacker where they were, and he said near a tree.
Boy, out in the northern woods of Minnesota and the deep south, not so different. You and I, Tom,
cut from the same cloth, dude. Mine's just made of fleece up here. It's beautiful. I love the way they interact. He's just like, yeah, Hacker said it's near a tree. I was like, well, let me start
near
digging.
A tree.
I was the one who found it, which I was very proud.
How many trees are there?
We're in the middle of a large deciduous forest.
Okay, so maybe it was a bit.
Well, it's kind of near a tree, but it's just like hard to pick a tree that it's close to.
Well, no, I know that, but it had to have been a bit, right? You're in the middle of the woods. Hacker knows this.
Yeah, but I think he remembered it being like 4 feet from a tree. And
I get that.
I don't think it was a bit.
I love that kind of.
I know. I really loved it. So we find the poop, whatever. All I'm thinking this whole time is this man saw me do comedy a year ago, and I absolutely told the joke where I make fun of plumbers, and that's all that's going through my head. It's like, this man is thawing out my frozen shit right now, and he saw me be mean to plumbers.
I don't know if it was mean.
No, it's a pretty nice joke. One time his daughter did comment on my Instagram, though. She goes, that she was like, this joke hits a little too close to home when my dad is your dad's plumber.
It's kind of I wish he would have like kind of denied you service a little bit or made you wait it out a little bit.
Or made me take the cap off.
Oh, is this the funny man? Yeah, I'll be there when I can. Yeah, funny man.
Tell your little jokes in the meantime. God. Anyway, so we get it cleared out. He calls out his father-in-law. Everyone's related up here.
Is everyone a plumber?
No, his father-in-law owns a steam machine.
Sure, of course.
But I don't know what the other purposes are. This might be the only.
I feel like a fucking idiot for not knowing that.
Once
of course,
you find
a steam machine,
you got to snake the steam hose down in there and then run steam into the sewage to thaw it out, and then.
So now you have superheated shit.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
Oh.
And then it worked. It unclogged the frozen part. All of a sudden, it all drains. Beautiful. It was amazing.
So the plumber had to call his father-in-law to get a tool, seemingly the only tool necessary to clean this thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
He came in a big truck, and it's just a big steam engine on the back of it.
So his father-in-law must also be in the plumbing game.
Yeah, but I think he's like pretty exclusively steam. He was coming from another one of the same gigs. He's probably one of the only guys in this greater area that has one of these machines.
It's got the steam machine.
And shit freezes all the time up here.
I mean, this is weird and wild stuff.
Roger, the steam guy, I mean, he's doing well for himself, probably.
I would imagine.
He also,
the winter months, this man is cooking.
Dude, he gets
mostly shit, but he's cooking.
He gets out of his truck, and his truck almost got stuck on the drive-in because you can barely get through with a car. And he goes, "You should fire whoever plows your damn driveway." And I go, "Oh, it's and I say the guy's name. I don't know why I'm not going to call him out. I'm like, "It's Barry." And he goes, "That's my damn nephew." And he goes, I'll tell you this, he doesn't know how to plow a road. I'm like, what is this like? I love small towns so much.
I mean, have you ever felt like lesser of a man than when you were standing between these three gentlemen? Even the apprentice is looking at you like, look at this fucking guy.
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing my Lululemon joggers. That's all I was thinking about. I was like, why didn't I change into jeans?
Lululemon joggers, Tom? No!
He came quicker than I thought he was going to show up. I was going to put on a flannel and grow a beard.
Not the first time that's happened to you, Tom.
There, nice. A cum joke.
I got to sneak in a cum joke, Tom. You know how I get.
It was very fun. Yeah, I wish when he showed up, I was like, well, dude, what sucks is earlier in the day, I was chopping wood for like 2 hours.
Okay, come on.
What?
You don't have to lie to me, Tom. It's fine.
No, I was, dude. How do you
it's
think
fine. Let me see your hands.
Well, I had gloves on.
Oh, look at that. Not a callus on those hands.
Yeah, you think you get calluses from chopping wood for an hour and a half?
Yes, absolutely.
No, you don't. Not with choppers on.
Oh, boy. Wait, what's a chopper? You swinging an axe? Are you setting these things up?
No, this is a big,
an axe down?
It's like it's hard to even call it an axe. Where is it? It's out front. It's like it's got a metal triangle head on it. It's like it's a splitter.
I got
It's so heavy I can barely lift it. I do feel really weak and uncoordinated when I'm doing it, but it works well. A chopper is a kind of glove, by the way. It's a mitten. You see me wear those, the big leather ones?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I wish he had showed up when I was doing that.
And you're like, oh, sorry. It's just chopping chopped all this wood down
It's
earlier.
like a bunch of sticks.
He's like, oh, yeah, you're doing great, Tom. We're all proud of you. Those Lululemon pants you're wearing? Yeah.
Oh, man. It really was making me laugh.
Well, hey, you're out. You're surviving the elements, kind of.
Can I answer real quick and just tell my dad we're recording the podcast?
Absolutely. Tell him I said hello.
Hey,
wait, are you going to tell him I said hello?
I'm recording the podcast with Tim.
Dr. Nick!
I'm just checking in.
Dr. Nick!
It's all good. It's cleared out. Also, Tim says hi. But
did he say hello back?
No, he did not. He said, "K, see ya."
God damn it. All the things that him and I have been through. He gave me a tour of your Harry Potter home.
Yeah.
He gave me a delicious Minnesota beverage. I get no love.
No, he's not like my dad is one of the worst phone talkers.
He did send me a text from his email as a thank you for the little bottle of booze that I got him.
That's
you know when you get it and it's like Nick Schneeman 278 at gmail.
The Apple ID text.
Yeah, absolutely love those.
Yeah, that's tough. My God. Oh wait, dude, question for you. Were you taking hot tubs pre-show in Minneapolis?
Hot tubs pre-show? No.
Me and Antonio did that both nights. I think that was a mistake.
It drains you. You can't do that.
Yeah, we're both kind of showing up to the shows like.
Well, also, it completely takes you out of. You're like, I don't want to do a show. I gotta go do a show.
Yeah, I'm in a hot tub right now.
The hell would I do a show right now? I'm in boiling hot water.
Yeah. All right. I think that was a mistake. I kept buying into the idea that it was relaxing and it was a good reset.
See, the hot tub is a treat. You treat yourself with the hot tub.
Yeah.
And it's like the same thing
till like 3 a.m., didn't you?
Well, they kind of forced me in there. I also treated myself to like 38 of the beers that were in the fridge.
Yeah.
They kept being like, "It's on. You better get in the hot tub." And I was like, "Nah, we're not gonna get." And then they do the
Shoving you out.
You're fucking getting in the hot tub, and I'm like, well, hey, look, I'm not gonna argue with you.
If I'm gonna get in the hot tub, I'm gonna drink 32 beers.
That's what I was. Here's the deal: if I'm getting in, you're gonna have to drag my corpse out of this thing. And they were like, "Have fun, you son of a bitch." Had a good time.
Good. Anyways, the poop saga is over. We got it all wrapped up, and I can go back to pretending to chop wood.
There we go. Tom, I got great news about what's happening over on Bleecker Street Studios.
What is
now.
happening over?
I'm gonna tell you something. It's 6:43 right now.
It's looking bright in there.
You see what's hitting the side of my face?
It's looking like a little sunshine.
That's the sun. I mean, she's going down, but it's almost 7 p. and I'm getting sun.
I mean, you're giving me happy vibes. Timmy Ray's over there.
I mean, it's feeling good. I'm looking good. I got a haircut.
Well,
Tom.
No, I said
Jim Smith again.
You're back in?
Jim is back.
Whoa, when did Jim make his return?
I
guess we haven't talked
today,
in 2
but
weeks.
the day before. Jim is back.
Damn, you could have said 2 weeks ago because we haven't talked in a little bit.
Hey, I'm an honest guy, Tom.
I appreciate that.
I'm not about
you.
posturing. The sun's coming back out. The thing with seasonal depression is it's real.
And it's seasonal.
And it's fully seasonal.
Yeah, it is so real.
I'm just bummed all winter long. The moment I see the sun, I'm like, everything is going to be just fine.
Oh yeah, it's just
it's all coming up. Tim Smith.
It's just my life was physically dark for 5 months,
months and months and months. But I thought I was prepared for that coming from Chicago. Chicago's the worst perpetrator.
Well, yeah, but New York has it almost as bad, and the rest of the city is mean.
I was about to say, but the city's darker.
Yeah, it's like the actual weather might be a little better than Chicago, but the city is still just hitting you in the dick all winter.
It is ruthless. Lizzie and I were talking about today. We're like, I think we're turning the corner here. I think we're punching
New York
back.
in general, or
New York in general, we're punching back.
It's a 1 day of sunshine. You guys are like, I think we kind of own New York.
We got some good news. Can't share it on the pod, but we got good news. Lizzie's, we're keeping it. We're gonna keep it.
Shut the fuck up.
First what if I just told you that?
No, you wouldn't.
I was like, also, Jim, I know you, and how dare you? You're like, honestly, you would have it just to throw it out of the window. You don't want that thing at all.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'd be a
you
great
will
dad.
get a new 3 out of this, but I don't think it's worth it.
But it's like you think it's a good 3. It's honestly like a good 1.
You could cut the fat, but sometimes you got to fill time.
Oh, but no, it's just we're feeling. I don't know. We're feeling good, Tom. Because we're coming up. We're getting out of this apartment. Bleecker Street Studios will be no more.
Yeah, when is that?
May 1st. We'll be in a new spot.
I'm not going to help you move this time. Sorry.
That's completely okay. Boy, that last one was not as fun-filled as we thought it was going to be.
I showed up so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
But you had like John Lennon sunglasses on and like a fun shirt with some like a bunch of lattes.
I had a bunch of lattes, a purple sweatshirt on, and fun glasses. And I showed up and you were like, grab this box.
Yeah, you walked into people that were currently getting PTSD.
Yeah, you were mid.
It's like you showed up to the trenches in World War I, and you're like, "Who wants a latte?"
I showed up 3 seconds after you watched your best friend get his head blown off.
Like, Tom, I've got trench foot right now. I don't need your fucking latte.
I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna set these here on the back. They got knocked on the ground.
Oh, they're okay. So they're all trash now. That was
awesome.
$94. Okay.
Yeah, that was most of my funds. It was one of the worst days of our friendship, I think.
I don't even know if we spoke.
Not much. And Lizzie, bless her soul, kept trying to be like, how are you? And like in between runs, and I'm like, we don't have to do this right now.
We don't. She's just being sweet as pie. I'm like,
Yeah.
Tom, boxes.
Like, we can only park here for so long, dude.
That was a hell I'll never. I think we've talked about this, but it was the classic mistake of why don't we save $2,000 and just
not get
move
movers.
ourselves?
Yeah.
Never doing that again, ever in our lives.
No, it's amazing.
Physically,
what
I can't handle
movers
it
can
anymore.
do. Like,
Well, I mean, it's so, if literally 3 professionals show up for an hour and a half, They can do what you would do in 7 hours.
And I love that you always think. I think it's like it's the college confidence that just bleeds into your adult life. You just think that you and your fiance can handle the same work that 3 grown men who do this every day can.
Do it professionally.
Yeah.
My guy's feeding a family of 4 on moving apartments.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I can rent a U-Haul. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get a U-Haul. I'm a borderline alcoholic. I can move out my entire apartment with no problem.
I am going to wreck the U-Haul also.
A few times, mind you. I mean, it was like, hey, let me do this myself. Let me call a few of my degenerate friends as well. This will be fine.
And Tom.
Oh, please.
No, I have my shit together. Did you see the lattes I showed up with?
Tom, please. Those all had whiskey in them.
And I was like an hour and a half late, but that's how I make it up. I'm like, I could bring coffee though.
That'll make up for it. No,
man, I remember that was one of those times. That's a new to New York move. I was late to when I told you I'd get there. So I stopped and got coffee, and then I looked at the train, and I was like, fuck, the train takes half an hour. I'm like, I'm taking an Uber. I'm going straight there. Uber took like 55 minutes.
It took way longer.
And it was like, wait, $83.
You're like, but I'm in a car.
God, I hate New York.
Excuse me, sir. I'm in a car. Can you go faster?
Hey, can you go faster? I know there's cars in front of you. That's not my problem.
But like I took this so I didn't have to get on the train.
I'm helping my friend move apart. Oh, you help move apartments on the side too. Well, we can do it better than you.
You're like, well, I don't know if I have lattes in my hand. And the ice is melting, so.
And you're really smart.
So. He's like, how long you been in New York? You're like, oh, 2 days. He's like, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I mean, I'm being such a turd. I see these like new people coming to move in, and I'm like, look at these we don't need any more people here. A year ago, I was like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yep.
And now for some reason, I think I'm like a griddle, like just this New York vet. I'm not at all.
Back when the Schwick had some culture.
Oh, you guys wouldn't even know what it was like in May of 2022.
11 months ago.
How long do you think it takes before you can call yourself a real person of that city?
I think like
3?
Yeah, like 3-4 years.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think 3. I think 3 is fair.
3
you've been through some shit.
Yeah. Like I think. Oh, okay. I'll say this: 2 apartments.
I gotta disagree with you there. Lizzie and I were in Chicago for 6.5.
Yeah, and I always said you never really were a true Chicagoan. There was something about you.
Well, actually, that brings me to my next point. You never really belonged in that city, Tim.
We all kind of talked about it a lot. It was weird. We're like, yeah,
every room I walk into, I'm like, wait, were you guys just talking about me? Like, no. Still in the same place? Great.
Interesting. Greenview. Nice.
Great. Greenview? 3912 still?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I was going to change your address.
I think 3 years is the right. 2, you're still.
Yeah, no, I think 3 is fair. And then I think 4, you can start talking about it.
I think 4 is when you can start being mad at people that move in.
Yeah.
Because look,
11 months certainly doesn't get you to that.
You already signed the lease. You got to stay for a year.
Yeah.
2, you might be going, well, I mean, next year will certainly be better.
It was just a rough first year.
Everybody gets the shit kicked out of them the first year.
Yeah.
But then 3 is where you're like, that's when it's like, people are like, I'm going back to Des Moines. I'm going. I miss my mom.
3 is like, oh, I'm just like actually sad here. I don't have an excuse anymore.
Like, no, this is what my life is.
And then 4 is when you're like, I think the rest of life is sad. I think that's what it is.
I think when you get to 10 I think that's when you reevaluate again, is where you're like, I don't need this shit. This city sucks. Years?
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life?
That's where you get the burb move.
That's the burb. So a girl I went to high school with, her brother lived here for 10 years on the real Bleecker Street.
In Manhattan. In
Manhattan. And then my guy bought a winery in Spain. He was like, I'm getting the fuck out of this place. He lives in Spain now.
Cool as hell.
Is that not the sickest pivot of all time?
I mean, I don't want to be a main character here, but if it wasn't for comedy, that's like exactly what I'd want to do.
No. Be a main character.
Some shit like that. Well, you know how like you just take someone else's scenario and just like directly apply it to your like I could do that if it wasn't.
Yeah, obviously that's what I would have done.
38, but like that kind of shit.
Well, you come here, you work in investment banking, you stack up a ton of money, and then you go live. You go actually live somewhere.
And like a vineyard, I bet you can live off the earnings.
I would imagine.
And then if you have the stack, but it's like if you're paying your day-to-day bills with that, and then you have this chunk of change from your real job,
you got to be good to
you
go.
Figured
right?
it out. Yeah,
it is kind of like a cheat codey kind of life. No wife, no kids, though.
It's like
I would say that's
code.
Another cheat code.
yeah. Once again, this man is living my dream.
I love you, Lizzie.
And your future child that you're pregnant with,
and our future child that you are currently growing.
Lizzie's not pregnant, by the way.
No,
right?
she's not. She never would be. God, we would never allow that to happen.
She would never be pregnant.
Sorry, we're actually waiting to get married to have sex, so it's impossible. Thank you.
There we go.
But that's just the move. Is that not the fucking move? Why do people
have kids? I mean,
yeah. Have you ever thought about that? You're like, I don't think I.
Yeah, but then sometimes I really want a kid.
I'm the same way. But here's the thing. I think it's always selfish for me.
Yeah.
Or like that biological thing kicks in where you're like, well, I don't want it like in my bloodline.
That's exactly what I start thinking about.
There's something that's like really caveman-y that goes on. But then when I'm like, I've never once been like, God, I wish there was a 3-year-old shitting its pants right now.
You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't changed a diaper in a minute.
I mean, today was a pretty good. Do you want more of that, Tom? You want to clean up hot, steamy shit?
I don't know. Once we got that cap off and the water, I kind of felt like a man. I was surrounded by my peers.
Oh,
and they also viewed me as a peer, which was cool.
It's just you and a few of your buddies changing your kid's diaper, and you're like, isn't this pretty sick for us guys?
And they're like, why did you call us over for this?
And you're like, your kid's diaper is not called a cap. Will you please stop calling us?
No,
it's gonna pop this cap right here.
You pop the cap, and then once you steam it out, that's where you get the drainage.
Yep, there's all the diarrhea. Glad you guys are here.
Anyways, game's on at 8. We could head in there.
Like, oh, we didn't have to come over at 4:30. Why did you invite us? I don't know. I also think this. I also think I have nothing to teach a child.
No, that's not true.
I mean, I got what do I have to teach a child, Tom?
Yeah, how else are they going to learn what a callback is? A callback. I'm trying to think what else.
How's he gonna know what riffing off of some of your tags is
he's
even
not gonna
about?
know what riffing or raffing is.
I mean, what crowd work?
I mean,
how's he gonna learn crowd work?
He's gonna be doing crowd work on his friends at recess by age 8. He's gonna be saying, "So how long are you
virtuoso?"
Everybody's like, here.
God damn, this kid's really got it.
But like, he doesn't do material enough. He kind of just sticks with crowd work, which I guess whatever.
That's fine. I mean, Sinbad made a life off of it, but it's not for everybody. Is that insane that Sinbad never did material?
Never once.
I'm almost positive he only riffed the entire time he was up there.
God,
that was like the legend of Sinbad, is that he could go up and just destroy, and would kind of never do the same thing twice.
If I did that, you'd be in the back going, that is a bad sin. Right there we go. Come on, give me something for that.
No, we can edit that out. It's not a big deal at all.
No, give me something for that. I was like, it entered my brain, and I was like, it's gonna come out.
I'm still not over your fleece comment from earlier.
That was pretty good.
That
cut from the same cloth. Mine's made of fleece. No, all right.
I don't know what would.
I didn't have to revisit. I didn't have to say it again. I don't know. Swamp material.
That doesn't make any sense
at all. I just started attacking in Louisiana. I don't know. Any sense. Fucking idiotic swamp.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it could be made of. I don't know. How about racism, Tim? Is that what it's made of? Segregation. Okay.
Yeah, I bet you love the water boy too. Just making fun of mentally ill people. Jesus Christ, dude.
God damn it. Didn't know your clothes were made out of the Jim Crow era, Tim. Like this, Tom, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, have fun oppressing voter rights. Sorry, I'm half a gin and tonic in.
Sorry, G&T. You'll never guess what I'm drinking, Tomas.
Sake.
That is correct.
That was not an accent, by the way.
No, that wasn't an accent, was it?
No, I almost dipped into one.
No.
But that was just me saying the word fun.
We would know. Tom, here's a problem. You ever
Okay.
started your night at 10:15? You ever done that?
Yeah, sometimes we have to do that.
No. I mean, like you're like, all right, I'm leaving the apartment
Yeah, not great.
at 10:15.
There's like 3 places in the world where that's possible, and New York is one of them.
And New York is one of them, and it got the best of you, boy.
Well, because then what time are you ending?
I got home at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And I'll tell you this, Tom, I was not in great shape.
What was the night? Walk me through it.
It's Saturday. It's, I go hang with some friends over at their podcast studio. We cut it up for a minute. Come back. I get a text. Come over here. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Eat a little den. It's a few more. I'm like, all right, I'm going out.
Yeah.
Head on into Manhattan and,
Who was the crew?
Me, Donahue,
You're like,
Connor
"It was mostly
McNutt.
me."
I went out alone. Tucky Brooks met at Sesh, went over to this new show, 7th Street Comedy, is sick as hell. Met up with a bunch of dudes there, sat there for, I don't know. I walked across the street and bought 40 beers and came back. There was
a move.
Well, there were several people there.
Even cooler. You got to walk back in with the cases?
Yeah, I got to walk in. Everybody's like, yeah. So I didn't even think about that. That was kind of a great move.
Yeah, you don't get that much. That used to happen like in college a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Where like mid-party, you're like kegs out. You go get a new keg.
It's
cool feeling.
A tough look is I haven't been in college for 32 years.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they hadn't really gotten around to kegs yet back then.
Well, I mean, we used to just drink it out of an old gator's mouth. I don't even know if that makes sense.
It does, and it was moonshine. You made it yourself too.
We drank it straight out of the bathtub.
We would stand around this old tub in the backyard and we'd say, yeah, it's fermented enough. And only half of us died of liver poisoning.
But I'm coming back in because, the thing is that we were all laughing a lot. Everybody's having a great time.
Right.
And then the last White Claw. And you're like, that sucks ass.
We're still riffing.
We're still having kind of a great time. And me and the dudes I was with got there 30 minutes ago. So, like, we had just kind of, the hellos have happened.
And then you're ramping up in this.
And now we're sitting around. Now the circle has formed. So now we're kind of right in the midst of this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 0 beers is kind of unacceptable to me.
Did you throw out a thing first before going over there? Like, hey, if I go get 36 beers, are you guys going to join me in this quest?
I kind of was like, hey, what's the move here? Like, are we going to a bar? And everybody's like, I don't know. I don't feel like going to spend $200. I was like, bingo. So I just bounced.
You didn't confirm before buying. How many did you buy? Did you buy 2 24s?
Yes.
You came back with 48 beers without securing commitment from everyone.
Correct.
I love this move.
Well, here's the thing. Because I was having so much fun. I'm going, if I come back into this bitch with 48 beers, nobody's leaving.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You knew. You read the room.
Still have fun.
You knew. Yeah.
Well, you could say it wasn't like where everybody's kind of like, yeah, I got it. Like
it wasn't a close to wrapping up. This is the last.
Not even close. The energy was we were still.
Okay, good.
We were climbing the mountain.
Well, sometimes with the last claw being gone, people start looking at Ubers, start checking, the train's coming soon.
Not that vibe at all, because the thing was, it was like 10:45.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, and then everything obviously gets out of hand, but...
Well, yeah, you bought 48 beers for 8 people.
Well, the math on that's not terrible. What, 6 a person?
That's exactly.
That's not bad.
Look at us. That was quick math, dude.
Not too shabby, Tom.
Not for not having been in college for 32 years. That's pretty quick.
Well, mental math doesn't necessarily leave, but simple
eventually.
arithmetic sticks around for a little while. 3 + 3. Oh, sorry. We got to cut that out.
Oh man.
Oh, that's for the Patreon listeners. We'll tell you all about that.
Yeah.
But so, anywho, so we're here, and then we go to the bar, and then we're back at these apart, and then it's what?
I'm just laughing about that still.
Sorry. And then I come on home, and this is when you know you're in trouble. Is I had to check my Uber receipts to figure out exactly what time I came.
Yeah, was it one of those ones where Lizzie was like, "What time did you get home?" And you're like, "It was like it was two."
Well, here's the thing: she knows because my drunk naked ass has to get in bed, and obviously, instead of going to my side of the bed and crawling in, I crawl over Lizzie. So she knows what time I was in.
It's a miracle that she has stayed with you for 32 years.
I really don't know what. It's honestly ill-advised at this point. I don't know what she's doing.
What is it? I'm crawling
I've told
over
her
you
200 times. I'm like, get out of this thing. You could do so much better, please.
I
For your own
her
sake.
that too. I was like, I'll download Tinder for you.
Please, I will make you an excellent profile, and you can get out of this thing unscathed. But yeah, so I had to check my little receipts, and it was, I ordered it at 4:21 from Queens.
Well, to be fair, we could
in
not
the hat.
if you tried to from Queens get home on a train, you'd be dead in the water.
No, I'm saying, my fat ass started in Brooklyn, spent most of the night in Manhattan, called an Uber from Queens.
Oh yeah, what was going on in Queens?
We were moving and grooving, Tom.
At about maybe let's call it 2, 3. You guys pivoted to Queens.
To Queens.
And you were like, from Manhattan, you were like, I'm so close to the L. And you're like, but yeah, I'll go to Queens.
We're going to Queens.
Man, that is a move that only makes sense at 3 a.m.
100%. Because here's the thing: is I believe a buddy had a car, but he lives in Queens. So we're like, because
so you
honestly,
caught a free ride to Queens.
And I don't know if I want to be on the train because the Lower East Side back to
it's not cute.
It's not a cute look at 3 a.m.
No, it's pretty dark. You got to be you kind of have to have your wits about you.
Your wits, and I left those 14 beers ago.
The wits were somewhere in the liquor store where you bought 48 beers.
Well, also, here's a problem is, when you're drunk and you're riffing and raffing with all your pals and you're kind of in the zone where you can say whatever you want. I'm kind of in a zone where I'm thinking everybody loves my riffs.
So in a public space, they might not go over as well.
Yeah, that's how you get a bottle shattered over your head, and then Lizzie has to plan my funeral.
Yeah, I would.
You know what I mean?
I would help.
I think you would toss in. Would you say anything? What would you say at my funeral? Something nice?
Well, that's the only reason I would help was for the stage time.
Well,
because I'm doing 12.
No, Lizzie's 8 tops.
I'm getting a light at 8, and then I'm gonna wrap up on the next pop.
Damn, that's another thing. How would my kid ever know what getting the light means?
I would love. You gotta just when your kid's throwing a tantrum, you teach them when you get the light. You got 1 minute left.
You got 2 minutes left.
Yeah, unless you want.
You should do that in conversations when somebody starts a story. You're like, "Hey, when do you want the light?"
It sounds like a Matt Kennedy riff, but it would be so good to just. You should stick that. None of our friends listen to this podcast, so stick that in your back pocket and take that out at some point.
When somebody's in the middle of something, they're kind of starting to fumble through it. You're like, "Hey, where do you want the light on this thing?" Because you're kind of absolutely blowing it right now.
I do have a bad feeling that it's going to be me. Is who you're going to pull this on.
And it's going to hurt real bad. It's going to happen
a lot.
In 3 years.
It's going to happen after a highlight something, and then I get, I'll have something cool happening, and then I'll get drunk, and I'll be telling a really bad story, and you're going to pull that one out.
Sorry, I got to bring you back down to earth here, Tom.
And it's going to be in front of someone cool, my future wife.
Gonna hit you with the light.
Just the clock one too.
Kind of a devastating move. That's the Uncle Matt. Do you feel cool in front of your friends right now?
Yeah. We'll get back to talking about dating in a second.
God, that's another devastating one.
Oh,
boy, he's got a bag full of shit that'll.
He can really ruin your night.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got kind of. I don't know. Give me your interpretation here. I got on
Lay it
this
on me.
flight the other day, and so I've been I've been trying to get to the airport super early because now I get to go to these lounges. So I get in, get a little meal, get a little boozy. I'm only doing drivers in the airport, by the way.
You'd be insane not to pull out the driver. Why would you not?
Well, I
Wide open fairway. It's driver time.
par five. Why not? Let it rip. For those of you not keeping up with the pod on a weekly basis, a driver is a screwdriver.
That
I've
is
called it
vodka and orange juice.
Yeah, and I called it a screwy recently, and someone gave me shit for it.
Screwy's more of a loosey-goosey situation.
Well, someone accused us. God damn it, who was it? They were like, you and Tim just add IE to everything.
Okay, I mean, not exactly a huge insult.
Yeah, no, it wasn't an insult.
I
but it
can't
was
say
like,
they're really burying us right now.
yeah, I guess we say bevy, screwy. I don't know what else.
Oh, oops. I guess we're fun guys. Is that what they're trying to say?
Sorry, we're trying to live in the moment and have
Hey,
some fun.
sorry you're enjoying existence.
Yeah.
This was one of your sisters. I just know it.
Zisty, as we like to call it.
I love a Zisty.
You ever just wonder if like your whole Zisty is pointless? Man. Dude, it's been dark lately.
Zisty is pain.
I've been really questioning my own Zisty right now.
Your therapist is like, I'm sorry, what? Zisty.
I'm like, oh my God, and you don't listen to the pod, Cheryl?
Okay.
Honestly, she should. She would. Most of the shit we talk about on the podcast, it's almost the exact same as my therapy sessions.
Well, will you get just like, hey, did you listen to the last one? Just give me 3 bullet points for Tim.
Yeah, I would actually. I might tell her to start listening. Yeah, and then she can do both of us.
Just 3 quick ones.
He'll Venmo
for my boy.
He'll hit you with like a $5 Venny.
He'll hit Vinny the shit out of you. That's and I'm sorry. I don't wait. Hold on. You're going on about the plane. Go on.
What? Wait. If you have a thing, the plane can go. We can go back to it.
No.
All right.
Come on. Give me
back to a plane. Anyways, didn't get to the airport in time because this was last Thursday when the podcast came out late. By the way, I'm sorry about that. I got very drunk on Wednesday night. Fell asleep when it was uploading. Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, maybe I have a problem. Shut up about it. No, it was a big night for one of our friends, so we were out having fun, and then the next day I had to pack for like a month-long trip, and so I'm late to the airport. Didn't get to go to the loungy, and then so I get on the plane.
Poke your head in, say hello to everybody.
I popped and I said, "I'm good." By the way,
hey, everybody have a safe flight.
There have been times where I get to the lounge like 8 minutes before my boarding time, and one of the things they do to try to be nice is they look up your flight and they go, all right, so you're at gate A26 and it's boarding in it's boarding in 6 minutes. And I go, yeah, I know, I'm gonna run in and run out.
But they say little driver.
Yeah, they say it like, why are you coming in here?
Or it's like, come on, man,
this is more for like layovers.
So you can't like skip over that part? You don't have to sit there and listen to.
No, they check everyone in individually. They have to check your boarding pass and stuff.
Right.
It's they think they're being nice, but it's just embarrassing because people around you hear like you're boarding in 6 minutes. Like,
they're all kind of nudging each other going 6 minutes.
Yeah, they're like, so how desperately does this guy need a free sandwich and a beer?
Well, they're like, I guarantee he orders a screwdriver. That is 6 minute energy right there.
Oh, he's going to call it a driver, isn't he?
Excuse me, barkeep.
And I'm like, yeah. I'm hitting the links.
Yeah. Oh, I can't play 9 real quick.
What? You guys never snuck in a 9 before a flight? Just screaming. So I had to skip that, and I get on the plane. I never order beverages on the plane because I hate paying for them.
Agree.
But this one, it's like a 4 p.m. flight, and I'm like, God, I was trying to do a little writing. I would love a gin and Tommy, you know?
Right.
So I go, yeah, can I do a gin and tonic? She goes, yeah. Of course, she puts it down, like the little separate gin, separate tonic, separate glass. Thanks so much. I go, how much do I owe you? She goes, you need it. I go,
whoa.
What?
The hell's that mean?
Thank you. How would you take it?
I need it.
Like, I think she was saying it in like a treat yourself way.
Okay, well, here's a cue. Where were you going to?
Let's see. I was going to Minneapolis
Mm,
from LA.
mm. Maybe she thought, he's obviously going home to see his family. It's going to be brutes.
I mean, did I need it? Yeah, for sure.
I'm just wondering what she was reading on the young man to
Well,
think
I
this guy needs free booze.
I think it's like, I was like clean shaven. I look like a little young idiot.
I thought the other thing. I thought maybe you were going to look like shit.
Well, I was wearing like sweats, so I didn't look great. But
But they were made by Lululemon.
Adidas. It was my full matching sweatsuit.
Oh, well, there it is.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what the interpretation of that is.
It's anyone with this poor of judgment needs free alcohol. This guy has a full matching sweatsuit on. It can't possibly get worse for him than what is happening right now.
You got to keep up with the trends, dude. Matching sets are the move.
Matching set? What are you, J-Lo? Are you out of your mind?
Oh, dude,
Does
have
it
you
say
not
like
opened
juicy
your
on your
eyes?
ass?
Yes. It says screwy.
I saw this and I was like, he's losing it.
No,
he's been in LA too long.
I've never been more mentally stable.
He's been in LA
so
too
then
long.
she goes, you need it. We'll revisit the sweatsuit. But she goes, you need it. I go, oh, thank you so much. That rules. That just made I think I said that just made my day. And she just snuck a second one, put it down right on the thing.
I mean,
And
I
I
think
was
we
like,
really
"You're a
underestimate
hero."
how much power these women have. They could get you just free drunk the entire time
Also,
if they choose.
the small act, isn't that crazy that they do have that power in their hands of the small act of giving me those two things for free? I think they're both
Made your day.
$7.
Made your day.
That it like changed my outlook on the day.
Well, yeah, because you were hammered after, but still.
it chemically did change the balance of my brain, but it like made me physically appreciate people more.
Right. Well, yeah, because you were drunk.
Because I was drunk.
This is very easy. This math is super easy, Tom.
I'm like, no, but I felt happier.
No. I was like giggly and laughing a lot. Everything was great. I was really depressed the next morning, but
I had a headache by the time we landed, but I was really happy for the first part.
wait. So it was 2 G's, 1 T.
Yeah, but because they give you the
Ooh.
full can of tea.
Let's go. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Man, I'm like, I don't need this much tea.
No, that's way too much.
I don't even have an L either. They have no lime.
Ooh, I don't love that.
So the tea comes through pretty harsh.
The tea? Oh, the tea. No, the tea?
Tonic is so bitter. I really don't like it very much.
Why are you a tonic and not sode?
Well, I'm a sodas guy, but I just on a plane, I don't like. Usually, I say gin and soda, and people always every time they go gin and soda, not gin and tonic.
Wait, why is that a thing to turn your nose up to?
Well, because gin and tonic is the normal order.
What am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking vod so.
You're thinking vod sodies.
Okay, boy, we are annoying.
Body sods. I'm trying to do it more now.
Well, I mean, it's kind of fair. I mean, your name is Tommy.
Yeah,
it's kind of in your blood.
I like saying gin and Tommy.
Gin and Tommy is actually,
but a gin and
very
Tommy
fun.
Is not tonic. A gin and Tommy is gin, soda, lemon, and lime.
It's irrelevant. It's fun to say.
No, it's relevant to me. And this was me after two of them on the plane.
Stop you right there. Yeah,
I go, lady, it's relevant.
She's like, gosh, yeah, okay.
I give them 2 for free. That was on.
They're all
me,
going,
honestly.
yeah, green jumpsuit screaming at you right now. You're regretting the tonics you tossed at his fat ass.
Oh God, he's wearing Timberlands too.
You pull a straight bill out of nowhere. They're like, this guy just turned into Eminem in 2003.
Is that a flat brim?
What did I say?
Is that the same thing? Straight bill?
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. It's the same thing. I've just
Straight
never
bill
heard
hat.
that before. I don't think.
No, really? Is that you
Maybe
love
that's
a nice
Southern thing.
You love a nice cultural little.
I call him a
brim.
flat brim.
Flat brim.
Have
What
you
did I
heard that?
say? I said straight
bill.
straight bill. Yeah, that's what we call them. Straight bill hats.
Straight bill. That's what I call my neighbor up here.
Let's go. Let's go. Straight bill.
He's wildly gay.
Is he?
No, I have no idea. I don't think.
Oh,
we have a
that would have
neighbor
been
named Bill.
That would have been sick as hell.
I got a Barry up here. I got a Wayne.
Those feel like classic in the woods Minnesota names.
Dude, this man's name is Wayne Smetanka.
What just happened with your voice there? What just
Hello?
happened with your?
I don't think
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you had like a bubble in your throat.
I might have.
I think that was
How's it
Wayne's
sound now?
jizz, huh?
Sorry, Wayne came over earlier. This man
Two-cum
shoots guns at 3:00 every day on the dot, and
just to
it's-
make sure they're still gunning.
I don't know what he's shooting at. Probably some memories of his father. There's something going on there, but
Well, he's not. How far away is he?
maybe like 500 yards,
Oh, okay.
maybe
So
a
you
little
can't-
further.
I mean, you can't see him like at all.
No. This is like he's down the road, but you hear at 3:00 just shotguns going off, and then him saying, "I hate you."
Right. How you like me now? You're like, there's my guy.
There's Wayne. All right.
There he is, that crazy son of a what's his onion.
I stopped wearing a watch when I moved up here, so that's the only way I can tell time.
That's on my phone. So,
No, yeah, it's just my phone does the same thing. So
oh god damn it, Tom. What else you got written down in the notebook? Oh, this is what I was going to talk about a minute ago, but we talked about
yes.
it a bit today. I mean, are you? If this the plumber that came over, if this was
let's
not
get into it.
your friend, if this was a man that was sent
By God,
by God himself, are you tipping this guy?
are you tipping plumbers? Is that for context? Is a debate that we've had with our friends Jeffrey Asmus and Alex Dragovich. They're on different sides of the coin here. I don't know. I'm with you in the sense that I don't think it is customary. Like I don't
think it's customary at all.
Especially when you're renting an apartment. This is
Yes.
the way it came up was a plumber coming over to an apartment that you have rented, and your landlord calls the plumber and they do the job they came to do, and then are you as the tenant supposed to tip them? I don't think so.
I gotta say, absolutely not.
I think it's like a cool move if you do. I don't think if you do, people are like, "Holy shit, that's fucking wild."
But I don't think if you don't, I don't think the guy's going back to his car like fucking dick.
Fucking 3A is just full of assholes.
Yeah, like I just
Ain't
went and
shit
did
still.
the job I was contracted for by their landlord, and these
Yeah.
random guys didn't tip me.
And their
I don't-
landlord's
I don't-
only charging them way too much rent.
Yeah, like I just don't think it was as heated as it got.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but there's
Something there.
I don't tip anyone outside of the service industry, really.
Yeah, I don't even tip them that well.
No. Not since the fucking tablets became a thing.
Not
I
since
swear I'm tipping
the
less
debacle in-
because of them.
I would agree with you. I tip the baristas every other time.
Baristas.
Yeah. What?
Baristas?
Yeah.
Was that a riff that you were saying it like that? Or was
Tom, that's just what came out.
all right.
What do you say it? You say it.
Baristas.
What did I say?
Baristas.
Okay, fuck face.
You
What do you want
sounded
from me?
like real southern for a second. I ain't tipping those baristas nothing.
Oh shit, that does kind of sound really southern.
I'll tell you what, I would tip a barista as long as it makes my darn coffee right.
I mean, my barista tip had done plummeted since these tablets turned around.
These goddamn giant screens have been falling on my
Barista?
face.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm getting there every other time.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
Also,
Well, I just do the custom $1.
sure. I also want you do it every time though.
Yeah.
Can't do it every. I can't. That's ridiculous.
Well, I've also started doing this thing where the coffee shop that I go to in LA, they do a cash discount if you pay in cash. Just that's what that means. And so my coffee with paying cash is $4.50. And now
Okay.
I bring a 5
And you're just boom
every
keep it.
time. And I
Okay,
go
so a
5,
50-cent tip, yeah.
and then they hand me back the 50 cents, and they have a jar right there. At other ones where it's the tablet, I do custom $1 because sometimes
Every time.
you look at the defaults and it's like $1.80.
And you're like, what? Yeah, they're trying to do you the favor by doing the math. They're like, yeah, just leave 20%. And I'm like, what are you, out of your mind?
No chance.
I get visibly upset sometimes. And with the Uber delivery, with a tip, they toss in a $10 tip.
Oh, dude. Also, I get scared.
Custom tip.
I get scared with Uber delivery though, because I'm like, this guy hasn't brought me the food yet.
Right.
And they're asking me for a tip already.
They're like, I don't know if it's going to get here on time.
Also,
I don't know
if I
if he's
do
going
a
to throw it in my
tip,
face.
is he gonna go full creamy pie on my food?
He might. I don't know. They do a pretty good job sealing it up these days, I feel like. I feel like every time I get one, I'm like, nobody fucked with this.
It's
you know
like
what I mean?
One label. Yeah, he could replace that.
No, but it's like I think it's like hard to get. You know how like cops put a seal on a door, like where there's a crime scene?
Yeah.
I think that's the same thing. I don't think they're just handing these things out.
I know, but it's like one little seal. Like they could.
No, it's 2 seals.
It's 2 seals.
2 seals. I'm telling you, because I tried to get my little
2
mitts
kisses
in there
from a rose
to see if I could fucking weasel my hand in there. Couldn't do it. I've been having some decent confidence of what's been getting delivered. Boy,
all right. What?
This is why I'm Jim Smith again. I mean, the food.
You can't be ordering Uber Eats too much.
It's way too much. And the weather, although it has been nice today, over the past 2 weeks, cold and rainy.
Poo poo Magoo, you're not.
I don't know if you know me,
store.
Tom. I'm not getting out in the cold rain.
No, I know that about you.
I'm ordering. The food's coming to me.
I don't care who's out there in the rain. I noticed this thing Uber Eats has been doing lately, by the way. If it's raining out, I'm not kidding. This sounds like a bit, but it says like Tim is dodging raindrops, picking up your order.
And you're like, no, he's getting hit by most of those.
Yeah, but they like say like it's like a guilt trip. They're like, hey, this guy's out in the rain, you fuck.
Or like, we found another hero to take your order to you.
Like, I'm not kidding. They said I have a screenshot of my phone.
I've seen the hero thing. Yeah.
What
like
is that?
If somebody drops off, they're like, don't worry, we found another like late night hero.
So
and
that's
I'm like,
them.
You mean it's just
guilt tripping you into
John
tipping.
from down the street? Yeah, he's not a hero.
He's not a hero. He's
a guy that has a DWI and is borrowing his sister's car.
I've seen him do 12 at the tiny cupboard. He's not a hero.
Let's not call it a hero. I would say a novice at best.
It's I don't like the guilt tripping thing. Like dodging raindrops. I'm like, I know it's raining. I'm sorry, but that's why I'm ordering.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I know that because I didn't want to dodge the raindrops. Sun's going down in New York City, Tom.
Damn. It's coming up here. It's crazy that we're on opposite sides of the world.
Globe.
Yeah.
What do you think about flat Earth, Tom? Do you believe in it or not?
Absolutely.
Good. I was just making sure.
I've been to
be friends with a
the
fucking
edge of the
idiot.
universe. I've been there. I've stood there and I've looked off the edge. And let me tell you, it was the stage at Go Bananas last Thursday.
I'm telling you, you're just out there questioning your distance. What do we call it? Not the distance, the distance.
The tizzy.
The tisty.
Wait, existence? The stizzy? Why can't we remember? Exist stizzy.
Tisty. Wasn't it tist or stisty?
No, that's what I call you sometimes.
A little tisty. Oh no. No.
Fuck.
No. Tom.
No, it's the existy. The Zisty. The Zisty. There
I said Zisty 4 times.
No, I don't think so.
I think I was saying tisty, if I'm being honest.
You were.
Oopsies.
The Zisty. Yeah. Let's see. Where else have I where was I?
What do I have in here? It's just brilliant joke premise.
Oh, yes. I have a lot of those. I just haven't written them yet.
Boy, and then you have some, you look through your notes and then you're like, okay, so that could be something. That could be something. And then you're like, that's the dumbest thought anyone's ever had.
One of my things that I decided needed to get written down, not just in my Twitter drafts folder, but also in my stand-up notepad, was what is the original flavor of Captain Crunch?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Can you tell me what it is, though?
I believe it's just like berries.
No,
there was Oops All Berries. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, but Captain Crunch is just the yellow one.
Oh, that was it?
That was it. What is that?
Delicious. I don't know. It's just sugar in a new fun shape.
It's so good, but it is. I have no idea. I loved Captain Crunch for so long.
Captain Crunch half melted isn't the word, but melted in the milk.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Come on.
Ooh, I like.
Come on.
I like when you're like 75% through a bowl, and then you dump a bunch of new in,
and that bunch.
you toss some new in there.
Absolutely love doing new on Captain Crunch.
If you do all old, it gets really soggy.
It gets really
after a while.
soggy.
You gotta toss some new in there when you're doing the crunch.
God damn it! I love Captain Crunch. I haven't had cereal. We talked about this because I can't. I gotta get the goddamn dairy out of my life. I haven't had a bowl of cereal in a dog's age. Tom,
I've been back on the Special K.
Special K is flat out delicious.
It's delicious, and it also has the illusion of being healthy.
You do think like, hey, it's Special K.
Losing weight.
I'm actually doing better, but it is all sugar, correct?
It's just sugar, but then they have those dried strawberries in there.
Oh, that's even worse. I don't even get the dried strawberries. I go full Special K.
Oh,
God,
do you ever get
so good.
The yogurt bunches one?
No.
That one hits. And it's like
yogurt bunches. They got to find a better name than that.
I forget what it's called. No, it's called like fruit and yogurt or something. But it's like a couple pieces of dried fruit and then yogurt like clumps. Like it's the same thing as like Danimals.
I don't know what in dang tarnation a Danimal is.
It's an animal cracker covered in frosting. Remember that?
Oh, sure, of course.
That's like what the consistency of the fruit or the yogurt bunches are. It's so good. And I'm like, this is health. This is really good for me.
Yeah, you can't go into those waters because then you're fully defeating the purpose of the Special K in the first place.
Yeah, which is
delicious and very, very good for you. Duh, Tom. It's like eating Cheerios.
I know Cheerios is like lowers your cholesterol. The more you eat it, the better.
The more you eat. I mean, like, what a marketing scheme. I believe Subway was the first to get that one going. This guy ate it for a full year. Look at him now.
Look at
in prison.
Look at him now. You will lose weight. You will also have sex with children, but that's a small price to pay.
So that's a side effect we haven't really looked into yet.
We can't really crack the code on that, to be honest.
Don't get you a little meatball sub.
It does keep happening also. I know it's just Jared in the public eye, but we have some employees here.
Honestly, we've seen some fucked up things. But please come by Subway anytime.
Just eat fresh, just not that fresh.
Not that fresh. We're so sorry about everything.
Eat fresh is kind of a creepy slogan.
When you put it through that lens, it's not great.
Anyways, we've reached the pedophilia section of our podcast, which happens weekly.
We like to save it late. We like to close on pedophilia.
Yeah, it's a good closer.
We got any pedophiles here?
That is statistically.
There we go.
Incorrect. There we go.
Impossible, but yeah, sure.
Damn it. I just want to say, because I think we can wrap here.
I was about to say, where are we at on TZ?
I think we're at a. There's no way to abbreviate hour.
Yeezy.
Yeezy.
I'm just trying to have fun, Tom.
We're at minute 60. That's just that already does it.
Damn it! All right.
What minute are we at?
Let's finny up.
I had a blast in Minneapolis this weekend. Shout out to everyone who came out to SisFest. Cincinnati was more fun though. I will say that. Go Bananas, that club.
Lives up to its name.
Dude, it's you gotta go. It's all run by comics, which is beautiful. Like sometimes that backfires, but this one, like they're all bought in and they rule.
They're in the mix.
And it's just a fun hang, and it's like everyone, like the cook is a comic, the bartender's a comic. So it's like everyone kind of
secretly hates you.
Language and really despises you. Yeah. And that's kind of fun. And everyone's like, good. I like that one joke. And I'm like,
yeah, no, that one was cool.
But yeah, that was fun. This comes out tomorrow. Minneapolis, I'm still here next weekend. Acme with Kelsey Cook. In 2 weeks, Dubuque, Iowa. I know we have a lot of listeners in Dubuque.
Big fat Dubuque.
I'm gonna get to Dubuque, and let me tell you, I'm gonna be fist fighting some people.
Let me know how the Wi-Fi situation is in Dubuque.
Well, they said they're trying to fix it, but it might still be out when I get there.
Right.
But it'll probably get fixed either right when I get there or right when I leave. Most likely.
Right. I know I said they were gonna fix it, but we won't.
And you're really smart, so where are you gonna be, Mo?
Oh, let's see. This Saturday, I believe I'm at CYSK at the Gutter Bar. If you're in New York,
What about shows in New York?
an absolutely top tier show. And then the next night, the 19th, I think it's the 19th. I'm gonna be on John Marco Ceresi's show at Sash Comedy.
Let's go.
Come see
That's
your
kind of big.
big fat friend Tim Smith zipping a bit.
Are you getting a little clippy out of that?
It might be Clip City. It
I
might.
think we go to Clip Town for the day at least.
And then let's see, early April, Columbus, DC, and where the fuck's the other one? Dayton
With Oosmus?
with our good friend Joof Oof.
Yeah. We both got runs with Jeff coming up. This is gonna be fun.
They're always fun. So doing those, and then back in Chicago. Oh crap!
Uh-oh.
With my good friend Tom, and then headlining Comedy Bar the end of that. So come.
Yes. Zanies, April 19th. Come to that. And then go see Tim all weekend. But first, Zanies, April 19th.
And then 21st, 22nd, come see the kid. That's me.
Yeah. And on the 20th, you can do whatever you want. You can smoke weed because it'll be 420. Sick.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing I'm doing the best possible place for 420. Rosemont. There's no weed smokers out there. They all think weed is illegal still.
That's kind of huge.
Because I just want to say to anyone listening who thinks
I think it should be illegal, but it's not.
Yeah. All right, the South. Anyone who
It's a gateway drug.
thinks smoking a ton of weed and going to a comedy show is a good idea, you're wrong.
You couldn't be more wrong.
You're so off. I'd rather you were drunk.
100%. Yeah.
But like hammered. I would rather someone like hammered than high.
At least high people are going to sit there quietly.
That's true, but you miss
Hammered person might just try to make the show about them.
That's a good point. I do
Save it for
that.
the hammered guy with the microphone. Okay.
Yeah, listen, only one of us. You're like, this hammered is only big enough.
Only big enough.
Fuck.
Fuck that up. How much time do I have left?
Oh my god! All right, I'm gonna go make a fire outside, 30-degree weather, and I'm gonna cook some brats over the fire.
Let's go. I'm about to go eat a pineapple quesadilla.
Whoa, is the pineapple in the quesadilla?
You'd better believe it is, Tom. Some have referred to it as a taste sensation.
What else is in there?
Chicken and fucking cheese.
Wow, I've never heard of that before. That sounds good.
It's very, very good, and I'm very excited about it. Well, Tom, hey, look, it's great to see you.
It was great to see you, Timothy, Timmy.
I'll see your big fat buns here in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, just about.
Well,
No,
in
it's
full
it's
month?
a full month. Yeah, I can't wait. That's gonna be the time of our
it's gonna
lives.
slap. Stories
All right,
galore.
folks.
All right, brother.
Share, tell a friend, come see a show. We love you.
Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together.